Hi, everybody. My name is Eric Johnson. I'm the founder of Bidliner, and I'd like to talk about the philosophy behind the bid grid. And this may seem boring, but it's really, I think, a valuable insight into how PBS solves. At Bidliner, our flagship product is called the bid grid. It was created to help pilots navigate the complex PBS system we have to deal with and help them maximize the quality of the award. During our initial PBS help desk training, which is where I got started in this, we learned that neither the company nor the union had access to the PBS source code. We were given property names and general guidance about the award process, but not really the logic behind it or how it's going to solve in each case. However, from observing years of bidding outcomes, one particular pattern has captured my curiosity, and I believe it has revealed how PBS likely operates behind the scenes. How PBS solves for bids. After the bids close, PBS appears to grade every pairing from most to least desirable based on pilot demand. The system then processes bids in seniority order, but within each layer, it tends to award pilots the lowest graded pairing first that satisfies that layer in their bid. This approach has two key effects. Higher quality pairings are preserved for more junior pilots, presumably to keep the overall pilot satisfaction higher. Two, the system creates the appearance that it both honors seniority and maximizes overall satisfaction, even though it doesn't really truly optimize the happiness for individual pilots. So it may be honoring seniority to a degree and keeping overall satisfaction up. It's not really helping every pilot based on seniority get the best possible trip um, he can hold. So why do I believe this? Over the years, I've consistently observed senior pilots being awarded pairings they bid for, yet these were often lower quality trips compared to what most pilots prefer. Conversely, much more junior pilots would sometimes receive outstanding pairings, the kind one would naturally expect to go to a senior pilot. This pattern strongly suggests that PBS awards the worst acceptable pairing first, leaving the better trips available for others. Again, primarily because senior pilots did not bid specifically enough for what we're calling the premium pairings here, the best pairings they could have held. How should pilots then approach bidding? A pilot should always bid for the highest quality pairings they can realistically hold. The bid grid will identify using the same PBS terminologies which trip you can expect to hold, which trips or pairings you can expect to hold. Something that's nearly impossible to do accurately without analytical analysis. And I promise you, anecdotal insight, as good as you are about knowing what you can hold, your anecdotal insight, no offense, is grossly inadequate. The bid grid is the pilot's window into what they can actually hold. Pilots can construct a bid that maximizes the precision of realistic trips and avoids or eliminates lower quality trips caused by broad, poorly crafted bids. With all this, we have developed a tiered bidding strategy. Now, we know we have 7 layers. I'm going to make that worse. You now have 3 tiers and a safety net. The first tier consists of your top tier pairings. You divide into 2 parts. The first part, you bid pairing ID on date. The second part, you bid the rest generically. And that's layers 1 and 2. Tier 2 consists of layers 3 and 4. And that's where you have your second tier of pairings. The best of those you bid specific, pairing ID on date. The rest of those you bid generically with generic properties in layer 4. And tier 3 is layers 5 and 6. 5 is a specific bid, and 6 is a generic bid, and layer 7 is a safety net. It's a big picture ensuring you've kind of covered the unexpected outcomes which sometimes happen. By structuring bids this way, pilots maximize their chances of being awarded high quality trips while minimizing the likelihood of receiving undesirable ones that often result from broad and vague bids. Bidgrid allows you to precisely identify which pairings belong in each tier and which are realistically attainable. With carefully designed backstop in place, this approach helps PBS resolve the bid in a way that favors the most desired outcomes while protecting against the least desirable possibilities. There's nothing I can do to make bidding easy, and there's no pixie dust. And subscribing to this or hiring that person to do that doesn't take away the fact that PBS has some challenges in it. We're just trying to provide you a tool that will result in a superior outcome with less effort, but it's always going to require some effort. Thanks for your time. Fly safe.